Sample manipulation played a huge role in creating the iconic raw sound of 90s hip-hop. Today we're going to look at some basics of sample manipulation to turn a loop into a banger. Sit back and enjoy the video. Alright, so beautiful loop. Nice big long chords, which is exactly the type of stuff I like to work with. Very versatile. So of course there's a million and one ways to go about manipulating a sample, but I'll show you just how I normally do it. Go ahead and open a MIDI track, so that's Command-Shift-T, and I just pop the sample right into the MIDI track like this. Doing this on Ableton will automatically load the sample into Simpler, which is Ableton's stock sample manipulation plugin. So the first thing I'll do is transpose it. If I just go and click on one shot here, you can see that you can transpose a sample up 48 or down 48 semitones. I'll just play about with it until I find something nice. Now you may be asking yourself, why pitch down if it already sounds so good? If you pitch down, the sample gets longer. That gives us more headspace to play with the sample. The chords get longer, we can mess about with it a little bit more. If you don't want the sample to get longer but you still want to pitch down, you can click warp right here in the Simpler, and this will keep the sample at the original length while changing the pitch. So I think -4 semitones sounds quite cool on this one. Now we'll switch to the slicer right here in the left tab. On Ableton there are a few automatic slicing tools. The default one on the Simpler is by transient, so basically Ableton detects the highest transients and cuts the sample up depending on where those transients are. I normally start with region, splitting the sample up into equally sized chunks. I'll increase to 16 regions instead of 8 so we have a bit more to play with. Some chops like this one are nice because they're very uniform. Others like this are nice because they have a bit of a melodic element. I like to record my pattern without a BPM or a drum rhythm in mind because I prioritize the melody normally over the drums, and then I'll make the drums based on the melody that I come up with. Alright, let me just quantize everything. Command A, Command U. Now it sounds decent, but it's still slightly choppy. You can increase the fade in to make it a bit less choppy. I normally put it to around 15 milliseconds. For now, I'm just gonna leave the loop as it is, but I'll go ahead and create a wee beat around it to show you guys how I'll then use what I created to create a full song. I messed about with it a bit. I added a shaker, added some guitar, I added a pad, some arpeggios, and this is what the final product sounds like. Alright guys, I hope you liked the video. Go sample some records, record them into your session, chop them up, pitch them, play about with them as much as you can, and come up with some dope stuff. If you like the beat and what you hear, don't forget to check out my Spotify. I've got plenty of music like this up here, loads of singles, a couple of albums. Thank you for stopping by, and I'll catch you next time guys. See you later.